Now they're without two key strikers tomorrow, and it's been a difficult start to the season for them in Seria A.
Yeah, but they are so experienced, and it's such a big club with so much experience in Champions League. They will enjoy the different competition. So yes, you are right. They had some troubles in the start, a bit of a rough start according to their results in Serie A, but they were very convincing in Champions League. And you never know if sometimes players are missing. It's also the same for us. And the guys who come on want to show that they are reliable. And we play Juventus at Juventus, and it's a no-brainer. It demands respect to the quality and tradition of this club. And at the same time, we also need to refocus, regroup, and face the tough challenge with positive energy and with the determination to bounce back after our defeat.
Nick Pure.
Hi Thomas, can you give us an injury update please on, I think what we're looking at, sort of Mason, N'Gola, Reece and Christian, please? I think, is that everybody?
And Christian, Reece and Mason are out due to injury. And N'Gola unfortunately tested positive and needs to quarantine and follow the government protocol. So he was not in training today and is of course not with the group.
Is there can we just check on it? Sorry, can I just ask how long do you know the details of Reece's injury? How long he might be out?
Reece's injury. He's still very painful, and it will come down to pain management in the end, how much he can accept, and but right now we're looking at a minimum of 1 more week.
Hi Thomas, I just wanted to ask you about the pressing system that you're using now. Have you had to adjust it for having a target man like Lukaku? Because last season you had lots of smaller, quick forwards, and now you've got a big, proper target man.
Yeah, because it's a normal thing, because you always adapt to the players you have and to their strengths and weaknesses. And yes, of course, we analyzed also, I know why you're asking, because we were not happy with our defensive. We were too passive in the game against Manchester City. The defensive choices, the defensive plan in my responsibility maybe led also to this passive behavior. That was not the plan, but it led obviously to it. When we had the ball wins, it was too deep. We defended the box over a long period very, very good. So we did not allow nothing inside the box and around the box. But it does not feel good when you become so passive and so deep. Like I said, the choice of the system maybe led to this behavior. So we're all in this, and we showed that we can play a high pressing, have high ball recoveries with Romelu. It's a very complex game. We have to be better in all spaces of the game. The best way to defend is having the ball and use the moments of the ball losses better for counter pressing. This is what City did excellent on this match. They clearly had a very, very strong performance, and we underperformed. They made us also underperformed, and there's enough room to bounce back, and then it's necessary to show. But you're right, we adapt to our players, and that includes Romelu.
Right,
Hi Thomas. Do you think that the combination of the last transfer window and perhaps people paying more attention to Chelsea now after the title last season makes this Champions League even harder?
Yes, maybe the expectation, it's hard to be seen as an underdog when you just won the title. But I think we came from a role as not as the favorites in last season, and we got better with every match, and we grew in confidence and got better with every match, and maybe we were seen like as real contenders very late in the competition. That can sometimes help. Now it is of course easy to make us the favorites. We have the experience that it gets a higher value to play against us. It is a higher it is a higher motivation to play against us, and we have to accept this because it's our fault. We have won this competition, and it's no secret we like this role, like to come a bit from a role of an outsider or like a challenger for this title, which we still are. I don't think that we are the favorites, but we showed everybody that what performances we are capable of, and that's now on us to also. It's very important that we make ourselves free from these expectations, and these expectations do not become our expectations, but that we stay realistic, and that we have absolutely clear for us what we demand from us, because this is also very high standards that we want to reach in any match. And the better we do this, the better it is for our performance, because performance comes from narrowing down and going step by step, and this is what we try to do.
Matt Law.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
I'm not asking for names because that probably wouldn't be fair, but given what you've told us about N'Golo testing positive,
Yeah.
what do you know roughly what percentage of your squad would have been vaccinated yet? And also, is this something you're concerned about? Because we're heading out of summer, we're heading into autumn, infections are rising. It feels like something you're going to have to deal with more, probably.
Yes, but we are only. I don't know the percentage actually. It's not even that I don't want to tell you, but I simply don't know it. And we are also only a reflection of society, and the players are adults and have a free choice if they want to get vaccinated or not. And I think we should we should accept it. And this is more or less everything I can say. I know that the situation is far from over, and all the time somebody gets it here from us and from our group. It makes you very aware that it's not over. And this is. I hope that that it gets as less as possible. But I clearly don't have the solution for it.
John Cross.
Hi Thomas, I was just going to ask you on a similar theme really. How difficult is it and how frustrating it is for a coach to lose a player like this? And the government is clearly appealing to football and footballers to get jabbed. Should the players get jabbed to set an example in society? Do you see it like that?
It would be easy to say yes now and get maybe the applause from a lot of people, but at the same time, do I have the right to say it? I'm not so sure. I mean, I can make the decision for myself, and everybody else needs to reflect about it and take the risk or not. I think it's a serious question, and vaccination seems to be a proper protection. I am vaccinated, like I said. I took the decision for myself, but I don't really see myself in the position to speak out. What is the word for it? Proper recommendations. I think that would go too far. I'm a football coach. I'm not a 100% expert in this, and I would leave it up to them. And then the second point is everybody is adult enough, and everybody is. We live in a free country and a free society, which is a good thing. And so people can take their choices. And of course we take actions, and then we are responsible for it. And we don't like to lose players, but we are not now. We are not angry on N'Golo. I mean, by far not. I'm concerned about him and worried about him, like I'm worried about my injured players who receive a kick in the game. And now we will stay in close touch and take care about them and bring them back as soon as possible. But of course, we'd love to have a full squad and full choice.
Last two, Carve and then Tom Body to finish. Carve.
Hi, Thomas, I just wanted to ask you, how do you think Juventus have changed since Cristiano Ronaldo has left? Do you think that they play in a different way now? Are they stronger or weaker without him?
Time will tell, but I think it's not a secret that maybe any team in the world without Cristiano is in some parts of the game a weaker team, because he is one of the greatest who ever played this played this match, and he proves it every time he's on the field now in Premier League and in Champions League. So they lost a big champion, they lost a big reference, and they lost a big personality. But you can win games and you can be a strong team without Cristiano Ronaldo. This is also a truth. So and they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of talent, they have a big squad, they have a deep squad, they have a very experienced coach, and it's a very proud club that is used to winning and has this certain mentality shaped by winning and shaped by the demand of winning. So you go there to Italy. It's my first time to play Juventus in a competition. We face hard competitors, and this is what we like, because we also are up for tough challenges, and we look to constantly get better, and this will make us a better team, this challenge, and we're looking forward to it, because it's a very nice game and against a very tough opponent.
Last question for Thomas. Tom, welcome.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Just going back to the N'Golo situation and the vaccination, Gareth Southgate spoke about it to us and said it was when he did a recommendation video encouraging people to get vaccinated, it was the most abuse he'd received this year. Do you think that has prevented, that level of abuse is what is preventing players and people within football encouraging people to get vaccinated, footballers to get vaccinated?
You know, I'm absolutely not afraid of having bad reactions. If I'm convinced about something, I would fight for it and speak out publicly. But I'm a football coach. I have a lot to do, and then I'm a father within my family, so I have enough to do, and I'm not fully informed. I'm not fully aware what vaccination is really deeply all about. I know, like, I'm informed, and enough informed that I took the decision for myself, but am I in the position to give recommendations publicly? No, I'm not, and that's why I would not do it. If somebody is convinced, then you have to accept maybe other opinions and maybe harsh reactions. I would not be shy to accept it and to argue with them, or like to try to convince them. But I don't feel that I'm in this position, and I'm the right person for this. I can only repeat myself. Everybody needs to take the decision. There are recommendations from politicians and from doctors. And that's where the subject belongs to.
Jorginho, if I may just kick off, please. We've just been told by the manager about N'Golo testing positive for coronavirus and having to quarantine. So I wondered if you could maybe give us your reaction to that. I mean, he had a seizure some time ago in the training ground. He was also very worried when COVID first appeared, and he stayed away from training. So it's a kind of a particular case. But also, I wonder if you could talk to us about players and their views on getting jabbed, because it's a big topic of conversation. Where you stand on it, please.
Yeah, this is just like really new. We just knew this morning, and to be honest, at the moment, I'm thinking about the game tomorrow, and this personal thing. Everyone has choice, so I'm not going to that, to be honest with you.
Cheers, Andy. Going to move on to James Robson.
Hi, Jorginho.
Yes.
We saw in the summer Italy's defence that pairing they have is about as tough as there is in world football. How can you tell us a bit about what makes them such a daunting challenge, and also how Chelsea can get at them? Is Romelu the ideal person to go at them?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Can you just repeat it again? Sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
The whole question. Yeah, the Italy defence. We saw in the summer how strong that was.
Yeah.
What makes them such competitors? How will Chelsea hurt them? But is Romelu the perfect person for that?
How are we gonna try to hurt them? I'm not gonna tell you. But obviously, tactically, they are really strong. They know how to defend the box because they are very, very organized. Juventus is a big club, and they've been there for many years, and we need to try to break them by speed, energy, and we know it's gonna be difficult. We respect them, but we're gonna try to win.
Good, cheers. We're going to move on to James at TalkSport.
Jorginho, what do you think went wrong against Manchester City on Saturday, and what have you got to get right tomorrow in Turin to get a result?
Yeah, maybe we were a bit passive in the defensive side from everyone, and then we need to accept that they were pressing very well and they did a great job. So we need to learn from that and try to make better next time.
Next up, Jacob.
Hi, Jorginho.
Hello.
Just to continue from that, the manager said just before that he wondered if he got the system wrong on Saturday. Was that something that you felt as a team when Manchester City were putting you under such pressure with their pressing?
Yeah, maybe we didn't have the best choice trying to escape the pressure. The pressure was very high, and then they were pressing very well. We couldn't find the space between lines, trying to get out of the press, and then maybe we were running a lot behind the ball, and then we couldn't think that much to get out of that pressure. I think maybe we didn't get the best choice.
Good, cheers. And we're going to go on to the last question now, which is for Ryan. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello, Jorginho. Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah, you've had a really busy summer. Played the Champions League final, gone to play the Euro, come back and reach fit ahead. How do you feel physically, and you think you can go the long haul, or you feel that at some point you need management?
What do you mean? I don't understand that.
So you're saying
I mean,
you've had a very busy summer. How do you feel physically?
Yes, we had like loads of games, a lot, and everyone at some point, of course, we can feel all those games because there is no time to train, there is no time to rest, but you need to push, you need to play. We just try to keep pushing, to work harder, but of course it's very difficult for all these games we have in a short period of time.